Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, or welcome if you're new. I'm Jamie, and today I wanted to come on and do a quick review demo of some new Chanel products. So Chanel has been slowly leaking out their spring summer collection, and they released two limited edition blushes just recently. And I picked up both of them. So I wanted to show you in this video, swatching them, telling you a little bit about them, and then jumping into demoing the products. So spoiler alert, I have them on my face right now. And I picked these up from the Chanel website, and I actually ordered them, I think in the beginning of January, and they didn't come in until maybe a week ago. So I've had these for a week. I have actually been using them regularly, so I have some things to say about them. One of the things that was really cool about them was this star logo that was in there. There's a star and then a double CC's, and when you moved this, you actually could see, oh, there's the star, and then down here is the double CC's. That's kind of going away now that I've used them some. So unfortunately that will fade, but that was one really cool feature of these blushes, but they definitely do fade over time. Here's the darker coral shade. So I am not French, by the way, and I don't speak French, but I was kind of practicing to figure out what the names of these were so I could help you guys out with that. But this one is definitely like more of the peach shade, and they refer to this as Pêche Cosmique. That's how it's referred. Oh, and both of these blushes are in the blush Comète line. So I'm working on this French pronunciation. so please cut me a little bit of slack with that, but I'm working on it. But anyway, let's swatch these really quick. So I've had these, they actually have this great fragrance to them as well. It's a fresh, flowery fragrance. Really common with Chanel products, but I really love it. It's kind of addicting, actually. It was so addicting that I ended up buying the perfume that came out, not Chanel like perfume, but it was like their Chanel fragrance mist from the #1 line. Anyway, it smells a lot like that, just really light and floral, intoxicating. So let's quickly swatch these. Unfortunately, this peachier shade doesn't really show up too much on my hand. You could probably see it right there. And these are, you know, more of a like luminous type of blush. Some people said that these could be used as like a highlighter. I don't see much iridescence at all from that, or luminosity. Not really much at all, just a little bit. And you can see in the try on, me trying to put this on as a blush, it just doesn't really work for my skin tone. Obviously you can tell, but it really does work as like a setting or finishing powder. Oh, to tell you how they came in these cute little boxes here, and they come in these little velvet pouches, and it has the CC's on them. And then they actually, both of these blushes came with a brush as well. And the brush had its own little pouch, and it is this little brush right here. You can see in the demo, I actually used this to apply the peachy blush. You know, they're not like my favorite all-time brushes, but they're definitely, you know, you're able to use them in a pinch, and it's kind of nice to have two separate packages to store them in. So these are little nice bonus features for such a luxurious price tag. So the second blush is Coral Etoile. So I wish I was French. I wish I could speak French. I am very, very much just American, and I speak American English, and it has much to be desired. But let me swatch this one for you, and here it is. So it's this beautiful coral color, you know, a peachy pink. I would say it probably leans more peach than it does pink to me, but it's definitely a coral color. I have it on, but it has faded some over time. So you can see me putting it on in the demo in just a moment, but you can know that I have been wearing it for a couple hours and came back to film the intro. I had some errands I had to run after the initial demo, and I'm kind of gonna do a wear test by the end of the day. I'm gonna maybe take a picture and insert it on how my makeup looked, but you can see I'm about 4 hours in now from when I put it on, and it's definitely faded a good bit, but that's okay. I mean, You're paying $70 though. I think that's the only hard pill to swallow in this, but it is really pretty and I love the CCs and the star, and you know, the packaging is really, really adorable. Now, bang for your buck. This is really, really pigmented. This coral one, super pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. You're gonna have this for a while, and it's beautiful spring, summer shade. I mean, this is something that is like right up my alley because I do love these shades. But the finish is matte. I don't feel like it's anything extremely special with the finish, so that's kind of disappointing to me. But little goes a long way, have it forever, so that's nice. Then the other product I'm gonna use as like a setting powder. So good thing about this is I can wear it with any look, and I'll definitely use this up because I'll put it all over my face and I can use it every day. So I'll get more value out of this. But $70 for a setting powder is like a hard pill for me to swallow, because I know I can get some pretty good setting powder at Ulta, Sephora, or at the drugstore for a quarter, a seventh. For $10, I could get something from e.l.f. that I like. I know it's different. Luxury makeup versus, you know, drugstore makeup is totally different, but I play in both of the fields. So I'm kind of trying to decide what things are worth this extra money, and $70 for these blushes. My verdict is still out on this one, but they are beautiful. So if you were interested in them, I think that they're really pretty. I know they're limited edition, and these are kind of like something of a collector's item, but I'm gonna use them. I don't just buy makeup to let it sit around. I really do want to use it, although I have way more makeup than anyone could ever use. But anyway, I want to show you guys what it looks like when I'm applying them and what these products are like. So let's just jump right into the demo. Okay, let's try these products on. So the first one that I'm going to start with is the lighter peach one. You can see I have used this before, and unfortunately the star is going away. So sad, so sad. So from the intro, I'm sure you're able to tell that this is not really a blush color. I will put it on as a blush color really quick just to show you guys that it's not. I have a little bit of bronzer, the Tan de Chanel on, but I'm putting this over it, and there's a teeny bit of luminosity that comes from this product, but that is about it. It definitely would not be a blush color for me. There's nothing there. So what this is for me is more of a setting powder. So I'll just use that in the end to set and maybe blend out some of my contour lines on my face, but I wanted to use that one first just so you guys could see that that color really wouldn't work for me and my skin tone. But let's jump into the blush that does work for me, and that is this coral one. So here it is, also been used, and it's kind of going away as well. So this is not a first impressions, and you've probably heard that from the intro. Let's use this, and I'm gonna use it with the little brush that it comes with. It's not my favorite brush to use this with. I mean, maybe in a pinch I would use it like this, but I really normally wouldn't. And this is extremely pigmented, so I'm kind of just dabbing it on to begin with. I have enough on just one swipe to really go on both cheeks and at least start the process, and then I'll come back and blend them out. So you just have to be extremely light-handed, meaning that product will last a really long time. Really beautiful, nice shade. And I think it's perfect for really the summer and the spring. So I think this is a great, you know, summer blush, and perfect for this line for them to come out at this time. If this came out in like the fall, I think it would be a little bit strange, but perfect timing, and just looks really great. What I like to do with my blush as well is just run a little bit through my crease of my eye shadow. So I just take a little bit on a brush, tap that off. I don't know, it just makes me feel like everything's cohesive throughout my look when I put this on. And if you're curious about my shadow, I am using the Chanel Mediterranean palette today. So decided to go along with the Chanel products. But I like that. It's not really, doesn't really match so much with this palette, but I feel like it brings everything together, and that is the blush. So we've got that one on. Now let's go back in with the first blush, the peachy blush. And I'm gonna take this onto just like a blush brush, and I'm gonna use it up here. I'm really gonna use it to kind of blend together my contour and my powder. It's just really, really light. I mean, my skin is as light as it's gonna get. I am a BD31 in Chanel foundation, and probably like a, what, NC 2025 in MAC. So that's the shade, and it just says that, to me, I'm just trying to explain to you that this blush is not gonna work for anyone that's close to my skin tone. So it's almost like, you know, it doesn't have a lot of luminosity, so it's almost just works as like a really nice setting powder. It's an expensive setting powder, but that is the finished look with these two products on. I could maybe go a little bit heavier with the blush, and why not, since we're here. So I'm just gonna dip in one last time. Like I said, you just need one little dip and you got enough for both cheeks, and just looks really pretty. It blends out really nice, and I'm gonna write in the comments below about longevity. In my experience, it hasn't lasted that tremendously long. I don't think, in my experience to date, I've worn this a couple times, that it's lasted a full 12 hours, but I'll let you guys know in the comments below how long it lasts throughout the day. Maybe I'll insert a picture at the end just to let you know. But so far so good. I have worn this a couple times. I like these products. They are pretty. That is very expensive for just a blush, $70. That's crazy. And for a setting powder, $70. They are so pretty, but I don't know. I'm still trying to, you know, get used to this luxury price tag on products. So let me tell you guys how this wears. But right now, so far so good. It is really pretty. So I'll talk to you guys later.